We are hosting a lot of NGOs. I would say there are 2 or 3 halls which are full out there. As you can see, they have come from all over southern belt of India. Here we are to launch the 10th edition of HCLTech Grant, which was announced almost 10 years ago by HCLTech through its CSR arm called HCLFoundation. The HCLFoundation delivers the CSR agenda for HCLTech, the core company, and we, I would say in terms of overall budget numbers, we have already deployed almost 1400 crores over since inception of HCLFoundation. And the HCLFoundation was found way before the CSR law came in India. So we've been implementing CSR directly as well as through NGOs. The HCLTech Grant is a grant for NGOs which are doing path-breaking work in the area of rural development anywhere in the country. So I just want to make that very clear. While the announcement says 16.5 crore commitment, it can be delivered anywhere in India depending on who wins the grant. So it's a call for applications, and here in the symposium, this is our first symposium of the series. We will also be going to various cities, for example, Patna, Bhubaneswar, Shillong. Each year we go to different regions. This year we'll be going to some of these destinations: Hyderabad, Udaipur, Dehradun, Delhi, and we'll be covering different regions of the country through these symposiums. Symposiums are basically our attempt to keep transparency in the process, where we announce very transparently that this grant is available, and all NGOs are eligible to register who have a registration in India, a valid registration in India. All NGOs can register. Of course, in order to receive the grant, there is an eligibility criteria, and the news of the year is that on extremely high demand from NGOs, we have further reduced the criteria of eligibility to 50 lakhs annual turnover, even in the category of health and education. Environment, it has always been 50 lakh annual turnover as an average of last 3 years. So if an NGO has an average turnover in terms of funds received and deployed by them of 50 lakhs as per their annual report as an average for last 3 years, they are eligible to receive HCLTech grant. However, all NGOs are eligible to register for the grant, and by registering, they become a part of one of the country's largest CSR database, where we also collaborate with Government of India extensively, and we collaborate with the larger CSR ecosystem. I'm very happy to report that in last 10 years, HCLFoundation has already invested almost 146.95 crores through HCLTech grant alone, and 2.2 million people have been benefited in the rural India in 27,000 villages in remote districts across 22 states and 2 union territories, which also include Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, just to give you an example of how remote the grant is. The successful partnerships have been forged with 58 NGOs since 2016. 38 projects have already been implemented, they have phased out, and 20 are going on, and 9 more will be announced this year. Last year there were 16,000 registrations for the HCLTech grant, and each year this number is increasing. By registering for HCLTech grant, NGOs also get an opportunity to connect with us. We also offer online courses for them, offline also, like in this symposium there was a master class on the national CSR law. We also train them on project proposal making, capacity building around project cycle management, monitoring and evaluation, fund evaluation, audits, etc. There is IRS officer, for example, Mr. Nandagopal, who directly addressed. So a lot of government officers, they come and they directly address the organizations for their transparency and their accountability. We also have, I would say, regional forums where experts from environment, health, education, they come. And some of the grants, for example, the Sikkim grant that went to Mekshala Trust focuses on education in the tribal language. So there is a lot of focus on indigenous solutions, local language education, innovation. We ensure that technology is a part of everything. For example, ECS won the initial grants, and they have this technology called CLART, through which they're able to do water resources mapping. We also have another example of IHAT, where solar powered diagnostic kits have been provided to ANMs, and they can identify high risk pregnancies. In Nagaland, we have another grant where we've been able to, in 3 districts, completely bring the maternal mortality rate to almost zero from a very high maternal mortality rate. Acres and acres of community land has been brought under green governance through higher level village development plans. So I think that has been the 10 years of journey, but I just want to mention that last year winners were the Corbett Foundation Environment category, Sangat Foundation Health category, and Makala Jagrati Education, which actually won 5 crore each for the projects of 4-year duration. And 2024, again, we are looking at organizations to come forward and apply. This is the 10th edition. We've been doing this each year rigorously, same process. And if you see these books, these are basically our compendiums. I just want to show you the latest one, volume 7. If you see, this is, I think this is our latest, and so these are different volumes where you will see where we not only I would say talk about the methodology of HCL grant, but we also document the case studies of the 10 best organizations which come through the process in the categories of environment, education and health. And these are best practices which are circulated by us throughout the country. As you can see, this is how the grant footprint is across the country, the projects which have gone, and me and my team with the subject matter experts, audit partners, we travel according to the framework with which they have applied, and these projects are regularly audited by HCL Foundation. So this is a compendium where all these case studies, you can see the remotest hinterlands as we work, the forest, the environmental remote regions as this. So happy to kind of answer any questions if you have. Thank you so much.
Your second NGOs, is they were the Pan-India projects or?
Yeah, so the NGOs can apply for Pan-India project also, for one village also. They can apply for multi-location projects also. It depends on project design that they will be able to win the grant.
If they apply for one location, regional imbalance to that, how you take out regional imbalances?
So we have a very strong monitoring indicator framework, and we align it with the sustainable development goals, also with the directions of the Niti Aayog. So we look at the block level indicators, what is needed. We talk to the block development officer, we talk to the village panchayat. So the NGOs with whom we work, or rather who win the grant, are very closely associated with the government machinery as well as non-government machinery. So the regional weight is applied. So it is possible that one NGO is working, has won a grant for a project which is working in Gujarat and also in Tamil Nadu. So for example, or in Madhya Pradesh. So for example, Under the Mango Tree won a grant, and they are working in Gujarat as well as Madhya Pradesh, and the project is around bee cultivation. How do you really increase the productivity of mango crop and other crops using bee cultivation and stop the use of pesticides? So that actually, once the farmers understand, automatically the biodiversity of that region goes up, because bees, trigona bee, and there are these technical names of the local bees which get conserved because farmers are then using that technique. So we work using local methods in that part of the country, and we work in that part of the country. So the technique is same, but we may have to travel more. For example, in the forests of MP, we have to travel more. So we have to keep slightly higher monitoring cost. Whereas in parts of Gujarat the travel time could be. So accordingly the unit cost is defined and the impact is measured.
You are giving the grants for 3 categories.
Ji.
Health, education and environment. Just you have written that you are reducing for health and education, but what is this?
Environment was already less.
It is the same, but health and education you are reducing grant.
No. We are reducing the eligibility criteria. So grant is same.
Grant is same.
Grant is same.
Criteria one.
So this is basically average expenditure of last financial years
For NGOs,
reduced from average expenditure. This is not grant money remains same. 5 crores. If that is the message, you should clarify in your report.
Yeah.
Grant will be 5 crore each, and the runner-ups will give 25 lakhs each. It is your eligibility to apply that your annual turnover average is reduced to 50 lakhs from 1 crore. So please clarify in your message when you give it to the
In
NGOs.
this case, how many NGOs will take one grant?
So 9.
Nine.
1 each in environment, education and health will be the winner, 5 crore for a 4 years project, and remaining 2 in each category will get 25 lakhs for 1 year project.
So total 9.
Total 9. Each year 9 NGOs.
So these 9 agencies now, 9 NGOs, how can they work pan-India?
No. So for example, the competition is open pan-India. NGOs from all over India will apply. It is possible that one NGO from, I don't know, want to name the state, from one state wins, another NGO from another. It is not necessary that the grant will come to Tamil Nadu. If an NGO from Tamil Nadu will win the grant, it will come.
But they have to spend only in Tamil Nadu.
Depending on which, if they've applied for, let's say, borders of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, the grant will go there. It depends on their proposal.
So how much is the minimum grant granting? Minimum grant you are giving?
5 crore or 25 lakhs. 5 crore. 5 crore for a 4 year project, 25 lakhs for a 1 year project. If they are runner up.
This 5 crores is how, last year also same 5 crores.
Ji, right.
How long it is the 5 crores?
4 years.
No, that's for 4 years. Grant every 4 years 5 crores. Last year also winner will be there, no?
So yeah, those are different. So that's what I told you, that Corbett Foundation won in environment category, Sangat won in a health category, and we had this one, Makala Jagrati, they won in
My question is, every year announce the winner. This year each category will get 5 crores. Last year also 5 crores.
Yes. Each year,
Yeah.
16.5.
Allocation.
Each year, 16.5 crore commitment by HCL Foundation. So we have already committed 100 crores this year. Actually, 146.95 crore through HCLTech Grant has been already committed.
Is amount for this year or
10 years.
10 years? Do you have any monitoring system how the agencies
Yes.
are working?
Yes.
So the monitoring will be done by 2 external agencies or?
Both internal and external. So we have audit firms, external audit firms. Top 3 audit firms are recruited by us to do their financial audits, and programmatic is done by our own team. We have a very highly qualified team. We have from best of the colleges people working with us. They travel regularly. They live in those communities. I also go in person to check. And also there are third-party impact evaluations in place for all the organizations. We also get research papers published in best of the journals from all our impacts.
This HCL grant, tech grant and foundations, both are different
Same. So HCL Tech Grant is announced through HCL Foundation.
Through HCL Foundation. So they have the monitoring system and
HCL Foundation. HCL Foundation is the implementing organization for HCL Tech Grant.
the HCL Foundation is the parent organization.
HCL Foundation is the CSR arm of HCL Tech. We are the CSR wing of HCL Tech, the company.
Any plans to work with the government agencies?
We work very closely. All our projects have MOUs. Health has Ministry of Health, Education has Ministry of Education, People with Disability, Social Services Department, and Ministry of Environment. We work very closely. At a ground level, the MOU is drawn either at a district level or a block level.
Any government has approached you for grant for that much?
Actually, CSR grants are not meant for, it's government's commitment only through corporates. So we are not supposed to fund government system directly. Only indirectly we can partner.
Here in Tamil Nadu, they have some non-Mudalvan scheme, something like that. Non-Mudalvan scheme.
Okay.
In education department. So they approach you, do you give a grant?
We don't have that mandate of directly funding the government. We cannot. We can either directly implement or we have to work through an NGO partner. Government, we can partner for their technical capability. We can support them with their for innovation. We can support them for research through another organization, but not directly giving funds. That is not the mandate of CSR law.
So NGOs have to coordinate with the government.
NGOs and us. So we have tri-party MOUs. NGO, government and us, non-financial. No, money goes to the NGO.
This CSR fund is a percentage of your any calculation is
2% of the net profit of average of last 3 years. Completely, we are 100% compliant.
And for which activity you are spending more?
So our highest pie is still under education and skill development, followed by health, followed by environment.
In future, for which category you are going to?
Environment, scale up.
The NGOs who is already running the project can apply for this, or they need to present a new project, a fresh project?
No, both. They can present a new project, fresh project also, and they can scale up their previous project. Both can come. Even if it's like a piloted project and they want to scale it up, that's also welcome. Even an old project in a new geography is welcome. All models are welcome. They can apply as long as it's a impactful program.
NGOs working for other organizations can also apply for this grant.
NGOs
Other
working for
corporates.
Other corporates.
they can, but they have to make a separate proposal. Yeah, they can have multi
The
donors.
same project cannot avail.
No, not the same.
grants
Can't be
to
same. No,
organizations.
we will verify that. That is verified. No, not the same project. Not for same people or same purpose. It has to be distinctly made for HCLTech Grant and distinctly implemented directly. No sub-granting. They cannot further give it to other people in this. That part is verified.
Very much necessary to take part in this grant, or they can directly come and approach you.
For HCLTech Grant, they have to apply through the portal. And the portal has a deadline. It will close. So if they miss the deadline, they have to wait for the next year. But for other programs, there are requests for proposals that we put out in public domain on various social media handles. They can apply through that. Direct proposals we do not entertain. Non-solicited proposals also we do not entertain. All proposals are solicited by HCLFoundation, either under HCLTech Grant, which has a fixed deadline each year, or through request for proposals which come out in public domain.
So normally when the announcement will come for registration.
Yeah. Normally around May we announce for HCL Grant, and by early July, mid-July we'll. So we keep the portal open for minimum 60 to 90 days is the. Each year NGOs have that opportunity, and once they are a part of our database, then they are also hunted by other projects of HCLFoundation. So we do that, but for each initiative of HCLFoundation, a request for proposal is put out in public domain. We do not go by any direct. So a lot of them write to us directly. There is no use of that actually.
If HCLFoundation choose any NGO and give a project to execute it, or they need to come and approach you with their proposal?
So we choose the NGO. They have to first apply. Then we do the due diligence. Then we do a comparative assessment. Then we select the organization. So organization has to be selected by HCLFoundation.
No, I'm asking if the NGO is working in a small village. So they may not know about the HCLFoundation, but you know that they are doing very well.
So we encourage them.
Voluntarily go-
Yeah, we'll encourage them to apply. We'll help them with all the paperwork, etc. as long as they are genuine. If they are genuine and doing good work, we will train them also. But they still have to come through the process. It's not.
So you will guide them to how.
Yes, that is what is happening right now. If you see, that is the training they are doing. A lot of them really don't know how to type in the online portal, how do you register, all that training is going on right now. So all of them are being hand-holded, how to upload a document, because that is what IT is all about. No, it's a paperless process. It's a completely paperless process. But we go to the remotest regions, we find them. We are doing it. We will connect them with online also. We have a call helpline also going on. Our colleagues are available. They can call them also. All help is provided by HCLFoundation and completely free of cost. There is no charge anywhere. And if one help I need from media partners is also that NGOs should not pay any consultants or any agencies. We discourage that. They have to directly apply. And language is not a problem. You know, they can apply, translate, use any translator and apply.
So
Great.
the application process only in English or Hindi also?
The typing is in English, but first they can write and then take any local translator like Google Translator or ad. So we do not go by exact grammar check and all. That is quality of English is, numbers should be clear. Budget will be in math only, na? So it's not a thing. Small paragraphs. It's a very simple concept note that we ask for. What is your idea and what is your budget? That's it. Thank you so much. Nandri.